So man, it's your music back here with a video, man. So basically, I ain't know what kind of video I wanted to do. I had two options, right? I could either did 3 best ways to start a clothing brand. Maybe I say 3 best ways to start a clothing brand in 2024. Or we could do how to talk to a manufacturer, how to deal with one. And I'm thinking like, well, you know what? If you ain't start your clothing brand, why would you be dealing with a manufacturer, right? So we're gonna do that first, you feel me? So hey, the video is about how to start a clothing brand 3 different ways, you feel? I had like 4 figures up, but you feel me? 3 different ways to start a clothing brand, man. So y'all about to see me jump over to the computer and everything, man, with the webcam set up about there or there, it don't matter. Y'all gonna also see, 3 ways to start a clothing brand, man. So, if you plan on starting a clothing brand in 2024, hey, listen to this video. I'm gonna drop some heat, some sauce, and you feel me? Let's get to it. Alright, man, what up, man? Alright, we back. So basically, I just said what's going on, so we about to get started, you feel me? So, it's 3 ways you can start your clothing brand in 2024. It's really more than that, but I'm gonna give y'all 3 of the, most popular ways, going from the categories are, basically do it yourself, DIY, which that's where I started from, you feel me? I'm still making certain stuff myself. I started from making stuff yourself. So, you feel me? That's one way. We got print on demand services, that's 2. We got manufacturer, that's 3. So, basically, it's 3 different ways to start a clothing brand, but, basically, this is 3 ways to get y'all stuff made, but same thing, 3 ways to start a clothing brand, right? So basically, I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said, the first way, which is DIY. I'm gonna give y'all basically pros and cons to, I'm gonna give y'all pros and cons to each one. You feel me? So I'm gonna start with I'm gonna do DIY last. Cause I got a little more to speak on that. You feel me? We're gonna do the stuff that we can just get out the way real quick. So we're gonna go to print on demand. You feel me? Cause that's what I already got right here. You feel me? So shoot, print on demand, pretty simple. Basically, all it is you coming up with the design, uploading it on the garment, and this service take care of your orders. You just link it to your Shopify account or whatever store you use. I'm pretty sure you can link it to Wix or Big Cartel, any of those services. I'm pretty sure you can link Printful or Printfy to. Now I'm gonna be using Printful. I'm gonna give y'all a little, I'm gonna give y'all some pros and cons first, and then I'm gonna do a little something for y'all to show y'all how it can be done. All right, so basically, I'm gonna start with the pros first for print on demand. So the pros are little to no startup. You feel me? You ain't gotta invest. Depending on how you want to do it, you ain't gotta invest no money if you really don't want to. I would say invest some money into a sample from them. Get your design, mocked up and everything. Order the sample so you can see, if it turn out how you think it's gonna turn out. You might look at it on, the computer, your phone, or however it may look, and it may not come out the way you want it to look. You feel me? So that's just my advice. I would get the sample, but low startup. The sample will be the only thing you really paying for out of pocket. Alright, number 2 is good quality. Now, I say the quality, it all depends on the garment you choose to put your design on. That's what I would say. But when it comes down to profit margins, I'm looking at it. I got a little notepad here, but when it comes down to quality, they gonna offer you some pretty good quality. So that's another pro. I'm gonna give y'all one more pro that I got. Shipping times and shipping in general. Shipping with this is gonna be so much easier because you're not gonna have to ship or package anything yourself. You feel me? You're not touching anything. You just uploading the design and let it sell. Obviously, there's more to that than just letting it sell. You gotta obviously have marketing strategies and all that, etc. But shipping is a great, that right there is something that you don't really have to take care of yourself. All right, we're gonna go to. No, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna upload some of my stuff. You feel me? So I got my logo right here. Show them download it. Download. All right, we're gonna go to Printful. Design your first product, and I see something about a special offer. Let's see. And they got memberships and stuff too. I didn't even do the. I'm already messing up this video. I didn't even do the cons. I don't think so. I'm gonna say the cons to Printful is lower profit margins. I'm so sorry that I was about to skip over that. Low profit margins. Now you could be flexible with this. You very much can, but Printful kind of expensive. You feel me? Y'all gonna see that when I go and upload something to Printful. Y'all most definitely gonna see that. You know, it's very very low profit margins if you sell if you want to sell a $20 shirt, it might cost you $16 to get the shirt. Now I know that you ain't gotta touch anything, but you know, it's you only gonna make like a $4 profit. You feel me? Now if you just like, hey, my design that sweet, you sell that shirt for about $50-$60. I mean, hey, if you find some dummy to buy it, hey, you feel me? But basically, most people not gonna spend $60 for a T-shirt. You feel me? Now you gotta show people who, hey, they ain't spend $100 for a sweet T-shirt. Me, I'm not one of those people. Best I spend for a T-shirt is probably about $40. You feel me? You know, $50 if I really want to support somebody. But like, you know, me just saying like, oh yeah, I'm about to get this shirt for like, you know, $60-$70. Hell nah, hell nah. But all right, another con is I only got two cons for this one. Is limited design. Okay, when you using these Printful services, you can't do all that distress stuff. You do embroidery, but it's not gonna be how you want it. You feel me? You can't do distress stuff. You know they not gonna distress sleeves and stuff. They're not gonna do all that extra stuff that a manufacturer or you, if you're creative enough, can do yourself. You feel me? So that's the cons for that. Now, like I said earlier, we about to go and put a design onto a garment with using Printful. So we're gonna go to design a product. Wait for it to load. See, I did this before. It might be something on here, I think. Or probably not. Maybe I had a different account. But we're going to go to, let's see, create product. Alright, you can go to men's clothing, women's clothing, kids, youth, whatever you going to, put something on. I'm just going to go to men's. 9 times out of 10, this stuff be unisex for real. Like, for a t-shirt. But, I would say be considerate about the females. A lot of these clothing brands aren't really like, they're not making stuff for females, but, it's unisex, you feel me? But the majority of it is really something that a man is going to wear. They're not making crops, hoodies for females and leggings, 9 times out of 10. Some people do it. Me, I haven't done it yet, but I'm planning on it. So we're going to go to t-shirts. And it might even show a unisex. Okay, you see unisex. Like I said, most of this stuff unisex. So we just gonna go and grab us. I like this organic shirt. But you see what I mean? $13. The shirt itself gonna be kind of expensive. But we gonna go here. Gonna drop a design here. So I'm going to my downloads. Put that in there. Uploading. Because it was a zip. Okay, so we are going to drop your design here. It says upload. Go back to Canva. Delete this. Share. Download. Alright, so it's downloading. Then we're going to go back here to Printful. Go to downloads. And it should go on there now. What happened? Oh shoot! First I'm tripping. I want a white tee, man. I ain't gonna lie. It'll look good on a black tee, but I want y'all to really be able to see it. I don't know why that didn't go on there. Alright. So that's my design right there. You feel me? It's kind of small, but size it is necessary. Obviously, if it's too small or too big, it's gonna say something about quality, of course. There's ways to get around that, but say I was to put this on here. Thinking about right here, it'll be fine. Right there, and then we go to the back. Do the same thing. We could make this bigger. Now, I think what I did was I put something like this, cause I literally had one of these on a different Printful account, but I just didn't make it. Put it about right here, and then shoot. Let's go to the front. And this is what I mean. It's gonna get expensive. You see this right here, $5.95, bro. It costs you to add every little thing on these Printful services. So I'm about to delete this off the front. About to go back to Canva right here. We're gonna go to. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was about to do something. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, it won't even let us. You know, I ain't gonna tell you what I was about to do because that's a lot of explaining. But basically, you know, you can look at different stuff like this. Probably, let me see. Something like this. Now this black look good. You feel me? That is, you know, you can make it smaller. You can make it bigger. You feel me? But basically, that'd be like, you know, if I was to use print on demand. But it's a certain way I want my stuff, so, you know, print on demand just don't work for me. But, you know, you can work with it. So, you know, we're going to do that. So, basically, and then, you know, you would, obviously, I got to get in detail. So, you would do, let's see, save template. Then you would go, let's see. It should be a way to kind of like, it's a way to add this stuff to your store or to your Shopify store if you use Shopify or whatever you use. I want to show y'all how to do that first, but I haven't done this in a minute, so I really don't know. That's crazy. I'm showing y'all a video trying to figure something out, and I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. You should be able to connect your account with something. Or, you know, let's go to Shopify. Go to Shopify and try something out. Alright, I'm back. So basically, y'all gonna hate me for this, but you see this right here? Printful. So this is on Shopify. You can go to, you know, the search bar, apps, and you would click print on demand, you know, install. So this is how you would link it to. So I'm gonna link it to my actual Shopify store, but, you know. So you see all this, da. Probably some personal information in there that I don't want to reveal. Let's see. Go here. Boom. You see that? You would just press connect to store, you know, connect the store, you know, or connect store to Jeremizi. That's my email, da. You see that? I know this right here. Bro, I was not very professional with this first, but we gonna pick it up with the manufacturer and the, what's it called, DIY. You feel me? But yeah, I taught y'all something. So we about to go over here. So, we're gonna click out of that. We're gonna go to Instagram. Now, we're gonna go to, we're just gonna click on this one. Now, another way you can, you know, start your clothing brand or get your stuff made for your clothing brand is, you know, a manufacturer. And also, before I get too deep into this, if you don't have a logo or a name, then I feel like I feel like this is the start. Getting your stuff made is the start. Because the name and the logo, like, if you really want to have a clothing brand, that stuff will really come. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there'd be a lot of people who be like, you know, I don't know what I want to name my clothing brand, what I want it to be about. I tell everybody it should be about you. You feel me? It should be a representation of you. You know, rather you want it to be like, to represent the future version of who you want to be, who you are now, who you used to be, you know. Your clothing brand should represent you and be different from other clothing brands, man. Like, that's what I say for real. That's the advice I give people. You know, I know it's not probably the best advice, but that's the advice I give. Nah, you know, we about to go here. Another route you can get, you know, your clothing brand started in 2024 is a manufacturer. So, you know, this obviously, like I said, you gotta have your design ready, your name, all that stuff, and you know, you could send them, you know, your mock-ups and basically and everything. Like, you know, I use Canva for my mock-ups. You feel me? I'll go. Let's see. Where's something that I have, like some track suits or a hoodie. I'll show y'all something. You know, you feel me? This is something like kind of, you know, I'm experimenting with right here. But look, you see that? Have my mock-up. I would, download it or get a picture of it. Go over to Instagram. I don't know what the fuck I just did. Go over to Instagram. Or, you can go to Alibaba. They manufacture clothes too. 9 times out of 10, your manufacturer going to be from Pakistan if you use Instagram. Now, it's a way you got to work with them. The next video I make, I'm going to show y'all how to work with these manufacturers. You feel me? But basically, you send them your mock-up, and, they going to make it. Like, it's going to go all the way from custom cutting. Like, you see this? I wanted y'all to see, like, this part. This part right here, like, the little shirt cutout. They cut your stuff custom. You feel me? So it's going to be exactly how you want it. Like, exactly how you want it. But let me tell y'all the pros and cons, because I'm just talking this shit. So the pros to a manufacturer is can do all designs, flexibility. As a clothing brand owner, that's what you want. You want flexibility. You want to be able to put out there whatever you want. Whatever you can envision in your mind, you want to be able to put on garment. You want to be able to put on clothing. You feel me? So I say like that. That's something that's like, for someone who's really serious with this, a manufacturer would really be the best route. DIY is pretty similar. You could make stuff yourself. But if you're not artistic or, skilled enough with your hands, you won't be able to make stuff exactly how you want it. You feel me? So that's a pro right there for manufacturers. Another pro is fair prices. Now, compared to print on demand, you will probably be spending about the same money you would with a manufacturer. I'm not even going to lie. You feel me? Depending on your manufacturer, you might spend more with the manufacturer. You might even spend more with print on demand. It all depends. But, if you work stuff out and, get deals straight with these manufacturers, prices will be fair. It will be a good margin. Like, listen, you will spend this, you can make this. My camera, you feel me? Like, you might spend $20 on a hood per hoodie. If you make hoodies for your clothing brand, turn around and sell them for $60, $80. You feel me? That's a pretty fair profit margin. You can even say, okay, you don't want to charge that much. You want everybody to be able to wear your brand. Selling for $35. If it costs you $20, maybe $25, even $30 in some cases. If it costs you that much, you can still make profit without really doing too much. Alright, the last pro is time. Man, time is money, man. I ain't gonna lie. Time. You feel me? You don't have a lot of it. It's 24 hours in a day, With DIY, you making stuff yourself. With print on demand, I guess that was a pro too, time. But with this, unless you really passionate, you want to work on your stuff yourself. If you want to work on stuff yourself, I get that. That's fine. But for those of you who, want to start a clothing brand solely for the money, you going to want to save a lot of time. You feel me? You're not going to want to be working on something all day to make money. Because at the end of the day, the goal is financial freedom. You feel me? To be able to do what you want while having a business. But, everything going to take time regardless, though. Even the print on demand, it's going to take time. You're going to be spending time doing something. But for the manufacturer route, I would say time. You're not making anything. You're just waiting. Now, time could also be a bad thing. Because that's what I got on the cons. So, let's get to the cons. So, con number 1 for these manufacturers. Trust, nigga. You can't trust they ass. You feel me? You cannot. You can't trust nobody, really. Like, when it comes to your clothing brand, the only one you can trust is him, or she, whoever you feel me, whoever you are behind the screen. You are the only person you can fucking trust. Man, I don't even cuss like that, but you are the only one you can fucking trust. And y'all need to take this seriously, you feel me? You need to go in this with your head tied on straight. You feel me? You can't go in this with no motherfucking dummy. They will scam your ass. So trust, you feel me? You gotta build that trust with them. You gotta trust yourself. You gotta watch out for certain stuff. You feel me? Be smart. Now, another con is like I was saying with the time. Wait time. Boy, if you don't know how to get into these manufacturers' ass, boy, you know how long you gonna be waiting on some shit? Especially if you order a sample first? Nigga, you'll be waiting a good 2-3 months for that motherfucker if you not on their ass, boy. I'm gonna give y'all 2 time frames. A sample should take no longer than a month, and it really should only take 2 to 3 weeks. That, like, with mistakes, it really should only take 2 to 3 weeks. That's if they're a couple days behind, or, you know, shipping time get delayed at least a day or two. It still shouldn't take more than 2.5 to 3 weeks if your manufacturer's on that shit. You feel me? They be playing with your boy, bro. They be playing, man. Alright, so now for the last one, mistakes. I don't know why I got this as a con. Well, you know what? It was supposed to be a pro and a con. So, mistakes. With these manufacturers that's overseas, man, a lot of mistakes can happen. You feel me? A lot. Like, they could mess up on your stuff, have to start over, man. You know, you could have, like, what else? Shipping times. You know, they sent stuff out to the wrong people, or, you know, maybe your stuff got lost by the carrier. You know, it's a lot of ground to cover to get that product to your door from overseas. You get what I mean? So it's like, hey, that'd be hard sometimes. You know, I'm gonna give y'all one more pro for this manufacturers, and you know that's mistakes. Listen, I'm gonna say that this kind of like DIY, or I said DIY, my dumb ass, DIY, right? You feel me? Mistakes. When you work with a manufacturer or print on demand, so print on demand and manufacturer, this is like a pro. You don't pay for no mistakes. You feel me? Most mistakes you don't pay for. You can pay, like, with your business, you can end up paying for mistakes that person, that the manufacturer print on demand service made. Like, people want their money back for certain stuff. But, you know, if they mess up on a hoodie, and this is if they trustworthy, or they, you know, they can admit, you know, that's some fucked up shit, that you don't have to pay for mistakes. Like, you will make a lot of mistakes making stuff yourself. You feel me? That's just unavoidable. I don't care how long you've been doing it. You always gonna make that one mistake. But yeah, that's the pros and the cons for the manufacturer. So, you know, I got this pulled up to kind of just show y'all a manufacturer and be like, you feel me? This is, you know, people with clothing brands who done got stuff made. So, you know, they use a like something like this. You're not getting this on a print and demand service. You just not. You're not the rhinestones, the distress like stitching and all that, and full zip. I don't think you're getting the full zip on print on demand. Wait, is this a full zip? I think it is. You're not getting that on print on demand. You feel me? You just not. So that's one thing like about manufacturers I like. They do it all. All right. So this next part, you know, this was what I do, and I'm getting away from to, you know, switch over to this manufacturer and everything. So yeah. Hey, you know what? Before I go, I want to show y'all like my mock-up I got for my rhinestone tracksuit. I want to show y'all. Let me see. I think it's on here. It's not this. I'm not dropping this. This right here was just for, you know, I was just testing shit out. This some Christmas looking ass shit. But basically, you know, this right here though, dropping some shit like this. Alright, so this is my basic little, you know, tracksuit. But nothing. Hey, these kind of hard though. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do like the little logo on the, you feel me, chest piece, pants. I'm not doing that. Boom. You feel me? Y'all see that? Y'all see this tracksuit? I'm thinking about either doing like a distress look for this, or I don't know yet what I'm gonna do for the actual, you know, logo. But these rhinestones gonna be all over this tracksuit. Acid wash, boy. You feel me? Acid wash. I got the pink one right here. Green. I might not do green. I'm not gonna lie. Red. This is the one I want to bust out so bad. You feel me? Blue. I want to bust on that so bad. Purple. You feel me? Hold on. This gray, that's gonna be so hard. This other side. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about doing this black one though. But yeah, you feel me? These gonna be some rhinestone tracksuits, and I'm gonna be having in the making soon. So these is coming after my new stuff, or you know, my stuff that's about to drop like probably New Year's. So I just really want to show y'all that. But let's let's switch over to the DIY because I'm about to set the camera back up. Man, alright, so you know this is part 2, or you know just the DIY part. Let me adjust y'all and shit. Basically, you know, the rest of the video, I ain't gonna lie, this like day 4 or 3, something like that. You know, it took me a minute to get this out, but let me get y'all right. So the pros to do it yourself are, you know, low startup. You know, that's one of the pros. And when I say low startup, don't think it's like the, you know, the print on demand where you gonna spend like maybe $30 for a sample or $20 for a sample. Hell no. It's gonna cost you a little bit more, but it's still relatively low compared to like a manufacturer. You know, they got minimum order quantities, And that's probably what I should have put on the cons of you know, manufacturer. But hey, you know, you're gonna have to buy you a heat press and a vinyl cutter. Now necessarily you could go about it the screen printing way about that, but you know, this is basically how I know how to do it and how most people really do it. So let's see. I'm gonna show y'all what the heat press look like. Make sure y'all can see that. This right here is a heat press, you feel me? That's a heat press, and then down there is a vinyl cutter. Alright. So now that y'all know what that look like, you know, if you didn't already know, I'm pretty sure most of y'all already knew what that looked like. You know, just this camera. So yeah. So, you know, the pros are, you know, low startup. So, you know, it's not really like low, like no money low, but it's low to where, you know, if you got a job or something like that, you know, off a work check, you should be able to get everything you need. So a heat press, you know, number one, is gonna run you like anywhere between $100 and $1,000. I'm not gonna lie, heat presses can get very expensive. The heat press I got, I spent like $180 on it. You know, that's like that golden price, $150 to $200 for a heat press. You know, that's gonna get the job done now and forever. You feel me? You ain't gotta go and get the most expensive heat press or vinyl cutter to start. Now the vinyl cutter I use is a Cricut or a Circuit, however you say it. I think it's Cricut. Circuit. You know, Circuit cutter, Cricut cutter, whatever you want to call it. You know, that's my vinyl cutter. I think I got mine new. I probably spent about $300 on it, $400, something like that. Now, yeah, vinyl cutter, you know, brand new, you're gonna spend about $300 to $400 on it. You know, that right there is pretty much, you know, they don't range unless you getting like a bigger vinyl cutter, like to cut like really big stuff, like maybe for a car wrap. But for a clothing brand, man, you can get, you know, a new vinyl cutter for around $300 to $400. And sometimes they go on sale. A lot of the times they go on sale, actually. You probably going for like $200, $100 and something dollars, you know, if the sale really good. But, you know, also you can get one used. You probably spend about $100, $200. You know, same deal with a heat press. You probably get a used heat press for about $100. But yeah, you know. So when I say low startup, you're going to spend, you know, I'm going to say this. You could get everything you need to start for around $200 to $300. Everything. And that's including getting you a couple shirts, hoodies, you know, vinyl to use. Also, you know, if you use that, do that route, you're gonna obviously need vinyl. This is the material that you use to, you know, put on a shirt, a hoodie, pants, shorts, whatever you're gonna do. Now this material right here is actually that puff material, so you know, you can also get that. But let's finish this up. So the pros, two more pros are, you know, more profit. You making stuff yourself, so obviously, you know, you cutting out the middleman for real. And you know, you could charge, you know, it's gonna cost you less to manufacture or to produce stuff. And when I say manufacture, I mean to manufacture it yourself. It's gonna cost you less to make it yourself. You know, you can make more money, so you know, more profit. Also, you know, fast turnaround. Now that's a pro, but that also depends on you. If you real slow making shirts, like, you know, you don't know how to make these shirts. If you can only make like 2 shirts a day, you ain't gonna be fast turn around for you. But somebody like me, I could make about 20 shirts a day. I'm not gonna lie, that's a whole lot. If you make stuff yourself, making 20 shirts is a whole lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. This camera trying to focus on me and everything, but you know, that's that's the last pro for DIY. And then you also have the con. So, you know, the biggest con that I don't like and that why I'm steering away from doing it myself to the manufacturer is you doing everything by yourself. You doing all the work. You know, you accepting orders, you marketing. If you know, unless you have somebody market for you, but 9 times out of 10, if you still at this step, you marketing yourself. You know, you making stuff yourself. You sending stuff out yourself. You know, it's a lot of work. Now, you know, there's ways to get around that, of course, but that's really like, you know, my main con for that. Now, another con is, and this may not be for everybody, but I know it's for me, less quality. You can't sit here and say you doing 100 shirts, or you know what? That's really a lot. 100 may not sound like that much, but let's just say you doing like 20 shirts. If you think all 20 of them shirts gonna come out the exact same way, it's not. It's just not gonna happen unless you like, you know, manufacturer level to where you've been doing this for years. You used to making so many shirts. Every shirt not gonna come out exactly like the other shirt. You're gonna have imperfections. Alright, now the last con is paying for your mistakes. I hate this one. Paying for your mistakes is the worst thing ever. Say, okay, I'm gonna say this for like my hustling clothing brand, you know, people. You feel me? I was gonna say, nigga, yeah, for my hustling clothing brand niggas, or you know, whoever. You feel me? Say, you know, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Say, you know, this hoodie that you making about to really, like, you know, save you. You feel me? Like, you know, you had a bad week, you know, maybe, you know, you're not really working as much, or just, you know, anything come up where you really needed to get this shirt off, and you fuck it up, bro. You be ready to just get them the hoodie how it is, cause 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna know you messed it up. But don't, you feel me? Don't do that to people. It's number one, it's wrong. Number two, you don't want to have that image for yourself. And number three, you really shouldn't be doing that, cause you know, you want people to come back to you. You feel me? But I feel like that's something that I struggle with in the past. You know, not necessarily giving the customer a messed up product, but just messing stuff up in general, having to start over. You know, that can get expensive. You know, say you sell a shirt for, you know, or a hoodie for $40-50, cost you like, all right, say it cost you about $15 for the hoodie, $20 for the hoodie, right? You know, it's gonna cost you about $5 of material. It was gonna cost you $25 to make the hoodie. It's gonna make a $25 profit. You just messed up the hoodie, so now you gotta go and, you know, get another $20 hoodie. So now you really only making like what, $5 profit? Because let's see, 25 plus the 20 you gotta put back in there, so that's $45. You're making $5 profit. And the vinyl, you know, the vinyl. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna say. The vinyl obviously, you know, don't cost that much for real, but you know, you technically still losing money. But that's what I'll be like, you know, making it yourself, man. It could really be heart aching. It could be, you know, it can make you feel some type of way, especially if you mess up. Tell you, so listen, clothing brands are very profitable, but once you start making mistakes, those mistakes cost, and they cost you quick and a lot. You feel me?